She had the most beautiful face you have ever seen, glowing, radiant, perfectly cared for from brow to cheek to chin, not a single detail out of place. But the moment your eyes drifted down, just a few inches, the whole picture quietly shifted. Because while her face looked like a woman who had found her secret, her neck told a very different story. One that no cream on her vanity had ever been invited to help with. Here is the truth that almost no one will ever say to your face. You can spend years, and good money, perfecting the skin above your jaw, and your neck will still quietly give away every one of those years. And then add a few more on top. This is the place we forget. The one stretch of skin that holds everything up, that is seen in every mirror, every photograph, every moment you walk into a room, and yet receives almost nothing in return. That, beautiful, is exactly what we are going to change today, right here, right now. Together, welcome back to Ageless Radiance, the space where women over 50 come to feel seen, celebrated, and genuinely cared for. Today, I am walking you through the everyday mistakes that are quietly aging the necks of women just like us, and exactly how to undo each one. 7 mistakes in total. And I promise you, by the time we reach the 6th one, something is going to shift in the way you think about your skin forever. So stay with me all the way to the end. This one is worth every minute. The first mistake is the simplest, the most common, and honestly, the one that quietly sets the stage for all the others. We stop at the jaw. We cleanse our faces with such love and attention. We apply our toners, our serums, our oils, our moisturizers. We press them in gently. We wait for them to absorb, and then we stop. Right there at the chin, as though the neck just below does not belong to the same woman at all. Think about how strange that truly is when you sit with it for a moment. Your neck and your chest are part of the very same canvas as your face. They are seen in the same light. They age in the same air. They are noticed by every single person who looks at you. And yet, year after year, decade after decade, we have been lavishing everything on what is above and leaving everything below completely bare. No wonder the neck ages faster. We have been quietly starving it of care its entire life. The fix, my friend, is beautifully simple, and it costs you absolutely nothing extra. From tonight forward, whatever you put on your face, you simply keep going. Do not let the jaw be your finish line. Sweep your cleanser down. Carry your serum, your oil, and your moisturizer all the way over the neck and onto the chest. Every single time. Always in gentle upward strokes, moving against gravity, never with it. Your neck does not need a separate shelf of expensive products. It mostly just needs to be included. The very things you already own, carried a few inches lower, are enough to begin changing what you see. One faithful habit. More impact than any cream used once in a while. Your jawline was never meant to be a finish line. It is simply a place you pass through on the way to caring for all of you. The second mistake is one our mothers never had to deal with, and it is quietly carving permanent lines into the necks of women everywhere. It is called tech neck, and if you own a phone, a tablet, a book you hold low in your lap, or a crossword puzzle resting on your knees, you are probably doing it right now without ever realizing. Every time we look down, we fold the delicate skin of the neck, once and it springs right back. But do it for hours every day over years, and those folds slowly begin to set, like a letter folded in the same crease over and over until the paper finally keeps the line forever. Those deep horizontal rings across the neck, the ones we have been quietly blaming on time, are very often not about time at all. They are about angle. This is one of the few signs of aging we are quite literally creating ourselves. And the wonderful thing about that is, we can also stop. The fix is wonderfully free. Lift your screen up to your eyes instead of dropping your chin down to your screen. Hold your phone a little higher. Prop your tablet. Raise your book. Keep your chin level and your neck long throughout the day. And every so often, gently tilt your head back, look softly up at the ceiling for a few seconds, and let that skin breathe and stretch. Such a small shift. And yet over months and years, it is the quiet difference between a smooth, long neck and one mapped with lines. Stop looking down and start holding your beautiful head exactly where it belongs. High, always high. The third mistake may be the most damaging of all, and it is the one we are least aware of simply because it happens so quietly and so constantly. We forget to protect the neck and the chest from the sun. We have finally learned to put sunscreen on our faces. Most of us, most mornings. But the neck, the chest, those tender, constantly exposed places are left completely bare, soaking up the sun through every car window, on every walk, through every afternoon of living our full and beautiful lives. That slow, invisible, everyday sun is doing far more quiet damage than any single day at the beach ever could. And let me gently lay to rest an old myth that I know many of us were raised on. The belief that our beautiful melanin-rich skin does not need sun protection is simply not the whole truth. Our melanin is a genuine gift, but it does not stop the deeper damage. And it does not stop the dark, uneven patches and the loss of firmness that deeper skin tones are actually more prone to when the sun is allowed in unchecked. On the thinner skin of the neck and chest, that damage shows up as exactly the crepey texture, the soft sagging, and the blotchy darkening that so many of us are quietly trying to address. The fix is the same one that already protects your face. Every morning, after your moisturizer settles, take your sunscreen of at least SPF 30 and carry it right down over your neck and onto your chest. Choose a formula that blends beautifully on deeper skin. Make it as automatic as everything else you already do. 3 extra seconds every morning. The single most powerful thing you can do to keep your neck looking its best. If this is speaking to you today, I would love for you to subscribe and stay close. I come back every week with something made specifically for women like you. Your presence here means everything to this community. The fourth mistake touches something that so many of us quietly struggle with and rarely bring up, even among friends. That stubborn darkening around the neck. The patches that seem deep and settled no matter what we try. And here is the painful part. The most common reaction to it is the very thing that makes it worse. We scrub, we rub, we attack that skin with rough cloths and gritty exfoliators, convinced that if we just work hard enough, the darkness will lift. And all that does is irritate the delicate skin, trigger even more melanin production, and quietly deepen the very thing we are trying to fade. Please be gentle. That darkness does not come off with force. It only responds to patience and the right kind of care. Look for a gentle vitamin C, a niacinamide. Products designed to brighten and even skin tone slowly and softly over time. Cleanse with a light touch. Moisturize faithfully. Protect from the sun, as we just spoke about. And then give it the weeks it truly needs. Gentleness and consistency will do what scrubbing only ever prevents. It will not happen overnight. But it will happen steadily and surely if you simply trade force for patience and let the right ingredients do their quiet work. And there is one thing I would be failing you not to mention, woman to woman. If the darkening on your neck appears suddenly, if it feels velvety or slightly thickened to the touch, please mention it to your doctor. Occasionally, that particular kind of change can be your body's quiet signal about something else entirely. There is no alarm in saying it, only wisdom. The body whispers long before it ever shouts. Caring for your neck is caring for all of you. So set down the harsh scrub. Your neck was never asking to be punished. It was only ever asking to be seen and treated gently. The fifth mistake happens every single night while you are fast asleep and completely unaware. And most women never once suspect it. It is the way you sleep and what you sleep on that is quietly pressing lines into your neck and chest for 7 or 8 hours every night. When you sleep on your side or your stomach, pressed into a cotton pillowcase, your neck and chest are folded and held in that position for hours on end. And just like tech neck, those nightly folds, repeated night after night over years, slowly begin to settle into permanent creases. Especially down the chest, those vertical lines that so many women wonder about for years, never once suspecting their own pillow. Cotton also quietly drinks away the moisture you so carefully applied before bed, leaving the skin drier and more fragile by morning than it needed to be. The fixes are gentle, simple, and they quietly work for you all night long while you do absolutely nothing but rest. First, switch to a silk or satin pillowcase. It glides instead of gripping. It lets your skin keep the moisture you gave it. And as a beautiful bonus, it is kinder to your hair and your gorgeous silver too. One small investment that then serves your skin faithfully for years. Second, if your body allows it, try your best to sleep on your back. On your back, your neck and chest lie open, smooth and free to rest and repair through the night, instead of being folded for hours. It is perhaps the only beauty treatment in existence that asks nothing of you except to lie down and let go. Give your neck a smooth place to sleep, and it will wake up a little smoother too. And now we come to the one I promised you. The sixth mistake. The one that catches even the most careful, most devoted women completely off guard. We treat the neck exactly like the face. Same products, same amount, same routine, and we assume that is enough. But here is what most people do not know. The neck is not the face. And treating it as though it were is quietly failing it every single day. Do you remember what we said at the beginning? The skin on your neck has far fewer oil glands than the skin on your face, which means it cannot keep itself moisturized. It dries out, it thins, it grows crepey faster, not because it is weaker, but because it has always been working with less. So your neck does not need the same care as your face. It needs more moisture, richer creams, applied with more intention, because this skin simply cannot hold its own the way your face can. The light lotion that is perfectly lovely for your face will leave your neck thirsty. When you reach your neck, reach for the richest cream you own and use a little more than feels necessary. This skin will absorb it all and ask for more. And there is one more piece that almost everyone gets backwards: the direction. So many of us rub and press downward on the neck without even thinking about it. But every downward motion is working with gravity, and gravity, as you well know, is already doing plenty. Always move upward. Sweep your hands gently from the chest up toward the jaw. Every stroke, every time. A few minutes of gentle upward massage with a rich cream or oil boosts circulation, helps with any puffiness, and over time helps lift and firm what gravity is quietly pulling down. You can begin to feel the difference under your own fingertips within a couple of weeks. That is how ready this skin is to respond. Give your neck extra moisture. Move upward. Always upward, and treat it not like your face, but like the more delicate, more deserving, more quietly neglected part of you that it truly is. This single shift changes everything. Once you understand that your neck has different needs, you stop letting it down without ever knowing. The seventh and final mistake is the one that undoes all the others. Caring for the neck beautifully for a week when the inspiration is fresh, and then quietly letting it slide again. Back to what is easy, back to stopping at the jaw. The neck, more than almost anywhere else on the body, rewards faithful consistency, and it quietly punishes the on again, off again. So let us finish this properly. Let us make it last. Once you are moisturizing and protecting faithfully, you can gently add what the research calls the proven helpers. A gentle retinol or a peptide cream, introduced slowly and patiently, helps rebuild firmness and smooth the texture of the neck over time. Start gently, because this skin is delicate. A small amount, 2 or 3 evenings a week to begin, is more than enough. Let your skin lead. Keep drinking your water, always, because plump, resilient skin begins from the inside, not the jar. And do not underestimate the simple, beautiful power of how you frame what is underneath. A beautiful scarf, an elegant neckline, a statement necklace that draws the eye exactly where you want it, while your faithful daily care does its quiet work. Elegance has always been part patience and part presentation, and your neck rewards both in equal measure. Do me one small kindness before you go. Save this video, come back to it tonight and tomorrow night, and let these steps become the new habit your neck has been waiting your whole life for you to start. You have spent decades honoring that beautiful face. Your neck has been there the entire time, holding your head high through every season of your life. Through every joy and every difficulty. Through every year that made you the woman you are right now. It has earned this care. Many, many times over. Tonight is a beautiful night to finally include it. Fully, faithfully, with all the love and intention you have always brought to the rest of yourself. Now I want to hear from you. Honestly, in the comments below. Were you stopping at the jaw? Which of these 7 mistakes surprised you the most? Write to me. Your answer helps the next woman who reads it more than you will ever know. And it keeps this community growing into exactly the kind of place we all need. If today opened your eyes in any way, please subscribe and stay close. Because next week, I have something waiting right here just for you. Until then, carry yourself like the woman you have always been. Radiant, elegant, ageless. This is Ageless Radiance, and you belong here.